Hi, good evening, folks. In this video, we're going to talk about the upcoming season and the preseason right around the corner coming up. Okay, I just wanted to have a talking video with you guys today. I only got time to slap one together. I didn't get in long ago. Anyway, let's get into this. Now, a lot of people are probably scratching their head with me picking the Sabres a little high. There's just something about this team I believe in this year. That's about the only way I'm going to put it. And the fact that everybody's writing us off, it's just too damn easy, I find, okay? So my reasoning behind anything I believe in this team is more like just on assumption than anything, guys. It is. It's just a fan's opinion. But I'm going with all the years that I've followed them and those years where I didn't see it coming and my earlier judgments were wrong. So I don't think there's anything wrong with picking the Sabres to overachieve, just for the record. And I understand why some people have them as a bottom feeder, as a bottom feeder. But there's some things that are going on, I believe, in that dressing room that none of us can hear. It just feels like a different vibe. Maybe I'm crazy. When I watch these interviews, I don't see a Ralph Krueger run team this year. I see a team with a different outlook this year. It just feels right, if that makes any sense. This team feels like they expect to make the playoffs, I believe. I believe that dressing room expects to make the playoffs, which is the right attitude. I think what's happening, guys, is the whole demise of the losing culture. I think maybe that's what's going on. And I can't pinpoint it, maybe, it just feels right about this team, Take a look at this clip. I cut out a clip for you guys. I want you to check this. Check this out.
Especially in Canada and other places, have zero expectation of this club whatsoever. Many people are saying it might even be the worst team in the league again. How do you guys respond to that kind of notion, and how do you just block out all the outside stuff?
We don't care. They can say whatever they want. We're all here. We know what we have. Yeah, we don't care. Doesn't matter.
Is there any sort of motivation in that?
Yeah, you take it and use it as motivation, but I'm not going to listen to them talk about us like that. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to waste my time.
See, that's my point right there. What you just seen there, I liked the look in his face of Middlestat. If you looked at his reaction, it's just shaking his head before he even answers with disgust, Like he said, they don't know what we have here. And the truth is, neither do we, guys. We really don't till the team is iced. They're out there hitting, playing hard, playing with intensity. And we'll see how the transition game goes this year. We just have to see how the team unfolds. And I'm all good with that. I really am. If one thing I will say that, because of I may be following them as long, if I see them start slow, I'll know if it's a real slow or if it's a fake slow. That kind of thing too. If they start slow, and I think this team has the potential, I'm going to just ride it all year, I thought last year's team had potential. I really did, guys. But you know what? When you have a coach that can only bring you so far, that's what happens in Krueger. It looked like they were buying into a system. You recall early in the year, guys, you remember, we were playing well. We were like 500 the first 10 games, but we were playing a bit better, I thought, than that. Then the crash, and the minute I noticed that the regular strength goals were not coming, I knew Krueger's time. I knew it was limited because, I just didn't know he'd last that long. But looking at the team this year, I want to see a team that we don't have to depend on power plays to win games. That's the first thing. I want to see that change. I want to see the 5-on-5 change. That's the first thing I'm guessing Adams will address. I'm guessing. When he looked at the whole roster that he was slapping together, he must have had that idea in his head. I'm sure Granato, of course, put his input, right? I mean, for sure. They had to have sat down, these two guys, and had long discussions about 5-on-5. They had to. I just can't believe otherwise, really. It just wouldn't make sense, because that was one of our glaring weaknesses, was 5-on-5 last year, where we're kind of crap, So maybe this year, if we're just 25% better. And the power play will start to gel, I believe. I do. I think the power play will gel with the young guys that we have, and I'm pretty sure we'll be okay there. I don't like when we're too strong in just one area. That always makes me feel vulnerable as a fan. I don't know about you guys. I always feel vulnerable. So I want to see some grit, like I talked about. I want to see some 5-on-5 improvement, and I think grit will help that. But also, if we can get the special teams close to as good as last year, because they were pretty good last year, the special teams. I'm good with that. The magic number of 100 combined. We'll look for that, and we'll talk about it like after the 20-game mark. I don't know. It feels right, guys. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being delusional as a fan like usual. Don't know. But I feel good about it. I seen that thing with Middlestat, that line, and I looked at his face, and I watched it over and over about 5-6 times instead of making a clip with this, because this stood out for me. This really stood out for me. He just didn't want to waste time on it. The attitude was there. Really, it's nice to see these young guys having the backs of the Buffalo Sabres. It's nice to see them. Saying, he just waved it off like, oh God, I got no time to waste on that stupidity. This is just the attitude. I'm guessing that Granato is taking that team in behind closed walls and really educating them how to grow up before they ice their first game of the year. I'm willing to bet on that. If you've seen Granato in his interview, which I didn't take any clips, I should have, he seemed very aggressive, which I thought was great. I did. And if you noticed, I want to throw this in there. Did you notice how Adams and Granato had nothing but great things to say about Jack? Guaranteed, folks. Guaranteed. They're thinking about getting other teams. Like when I think he played it good, Adams. He said he was one of the best players in the world. Just trying to bait teams in to come phone him. Hey, you want to do a trade? I'm sure that's what the motive was. But, I liked what Granato had to say in the interviews too. He seemed a little aggressive, which I liked. He said, we're going to demand. I like that word he threw out there. So there's things going on behind closed doors, guys. I don't think it's going to be a soft run team. There's going to be no favorites on this team, which I think we can all say Kruger had his favorites, which you can't do. You can't do that, I think for a guy like Skinner, this is a good fit this year. Since the Kruger thing ended, I think this is a good fit this year. So we'll see. We'll see where that goes. Look, I'm like you guys. I just want to see the team play well. Really. If we could just have a decent season, I'll be thrilled with that. A season where we fought hard, played hard, night after night after night after night. Any team is capable of that if they have the guts. And if the Sabres have the guts, they'll just do it this year. They'll just do it. They'll go in there and make noise all year, and it'll be like at the end, they just wanted to end Buffalo. We're fed up with Buffalo, like that kind of thing. I'm hoping we're as frustrating for the NHL as the Jack Eichel drama was for the NHL fans this season. On that note, folks, see you in the next video. Have a great night.